with you. I never explained my MTV trip, did I? Yeah, I know. I never explained my trip, and it's been about, what, 2 months already since I came back, and I had the best time ever. If you look through my previous YouTube videos, you can probably find my audition video and a little bit of the side bloopers that I did. If you hadn't figured that out, I actually won runner-up for the MTV Walk on Roll audition contest. It was an amazing ride, I can't lie. We should just start with like pictures and things, shouldn't we? I had a great time. I flew in to LA at around 6 in the evening. I met a driver there, and the driver drove me to the SLS Beverly Hills, and I got to stay in that Beverly Hills for 2 nights. And it was beautiful. Beautiful, like more than I could have ever imagined in my life that I would ever be staying at. It was perfect. So this is the room that I'm staying in. It's like amazing. Excuse all the mess. I'm getting ready to leave, so I have to clean up. And if you look out, you can see the terraces and the bed, and then a desk behind the bed. Snacks. Oh, check this out. The bathroom. I just took a shower, so it's kind of messy, but look at everything. Glasses. There's a towel rack. Toilet. Shower. I just took a shower, so. You can see everything. Going into it, like, I was like really anxious, really nervous, like what was gonna happen my first night here. And I ended up getting my room, and I met the person behind the MTV Teen Wolf Twitter page, and his name's Matt, and he's really awesome. He's like one of the most funniest guys ever. He's just like really an amazing person, like really funny. As well as Matt, I also met Angela, and Angela is actually she served as one of the writers for Teen Wolf. So it was really awesome to meet her. And I also met Anna. And Anna shoots videos for MTV. I think her previous works were for the Jersey Shore. I got to go out to eat dinner with them, and it was pretty fun. We went to some like a taco place, and it was really nice, really good food. And I'll share some photos with you right now. I got up at around 5 in the morning the next day because that was going to be the big day. Meet the Teen Wolf cast, see the behind the scenes stuff. So I wake up around 5:30 in the morning, and I get down to my hotel, to the lobby at 6. Met Matt and Anna. We stopped at Starbucks. We got some drinks. From there, we got to set. You walk in, it was kind of like an office. Once you go through the back doors, it was like amazing. Like sets. It's crazy. There's some sets that I can't mention that I walked through, but you will see in season 3. But there were some familiar sets that I also walked. Scott's room. I basically walked through the halls of Beacon Hills. I'll show you those photos as well. First thing first though, we get to the set and they're building a certain set. They're getting the lighting ready and everything. I walk through this set and I can't believe how much work goes into making a set. Like, it wasn't just a walk on it and it's like a, one-dimensional kind of thing. It was basically like you're inside this building set. It was the real deal. I can't wait to like see it on TV and be like, hey, like I was in that room, And everybody on set, like the whole entire crew, makeup artists, like everybody was just so cool. 30 minutes later, Tyler Hoechlin comes walking in, and I see him, and I just kind of like turn the other way. So it was weird. He's getting ready, and he shoots a couple scenes. MTV gets him on the side to get like a little interview, basically on his workout and some kind of predictions and things for his character Derek Hale. I got to take a picture with him, which was put on the MTV Twitter page. I gave him a really big hug. It was really nice to hug somebody that you see on television. It's kind of like a surreal kind of thing. I watched Hoechlin shoot a little bit, one of his scenes, and it was awesome. It was really just surreal seeing it on camera from the back and seeing him act it out on the set and seeing on the monitors like what was going on and the different camera angles and the lighting, how important everything was. After that, we went out to go wake up Posey, Tyler Posey, who's the star, who's Scott McCall. He's the star of Teen Wolf. We went to go wake him up from his trailer because he had to do a little interview for MTV as well. I could tell he just woke up. He was he was still yawning and like rubbing his eyes and everything. And he was super genuine right off the bat. Like, hey, how's it going? What's up? Good to meet you, man. Like, what's your name? And asking like what I was here for. It was just awesome to see like an actor sincerely like ask me questions, I got a picture of him, so check that out. He had to go because he had to shoot some scenes, so it was just a real quick thing that I got to see him. All throughout the day, I saw him shooting with Gideon a certain scene. It was an intense scene that he was shooting. Alright, so a little funny story. I get a glimpse of Gideon kind of like looking a little flustered and saying how hot he feels in his coat. That he really didn't like wearing that sweater just because it felt so hot. So I tweeted to him and I said, I got a glimpse of Gideon, I see you. I don't blame you for staying in your trailer because it's a little cold outside. I guess he sees my tweet. He replies back and says, I'm just sharpening my claws. Like, I thought it was awesome because like I'm in the same vicinity that he's in and he's tweeting to me. Well, afterwards, like a little bit later, I go to one of the snack tables and I'm grabbing a snack and somebody like leans up against me and I'm like kind of freaked out because I'm not in my element here. I'm like miles and miles away from home and it's just weird. They kind of like give me this side nudge. The person says in an accent, "Are you the one that's tweeting away?" And I couldn't understand him at that time and I'm like, what? And he repeated, he was like, "Are you the one that's tweeting away on Twitter?" And I'm like, yes? Like not knowing, like nervously saying yes. Like, I don't know if that's a bad thing. He extends his hand and says, "Gideon." That was one of those moments with Gideon that I was just like, now I understand why you are Deucalion, because you're scary. You're a scary guy. But he's very sweet, very awesome guy as well. So I can see the resemblance between Gideon and the alpha werewolf. The thing with my trip was that we were trying to get interviews for as many Teen Wolf stars as we could, the veterans and the new. So I got to meet Ian, JR. I also got to meet Adelaide. Here and there I saw Keahu. I watched Ian and Crystal Reed shoot a scene. But I think you guys want to hear about some of the new stuff.
So Ralph.
Right.
Ralph.
Okay. So all of that stuff was awesome. I think the best part of my trip was meeting the Carver twins because they were so awesome and so cool. Like, we were doing this whole segment on workouts. I guess MTV thought that it would be great that we get these new twins, these new alphas, to show us their workout. Along with the Carver twins, Max and Charlie, I also met their trainer, Tony, who trains all of the actors. all of the guys and gets them in shape for their werewolf form. You can tell that Tony is like an awesome guy, like super good at what he does, because obviously the guys look amazing on the show. You gotta give a lot of credit to Tony, and he works them hard. Puke status hard. The whole time, Max and Charlie are talking about who's puked and who hasn't. So I guess Tyler Posey, sorry Tyler, I guess Posey pukes a lot, like almost every time he works out with Tony. So yeah, there was this whole thing with puke my entire time there because we were doing workouts and like workout videos. So we were just talking about who pukes and who doesn't, and whose body is like ripped. And apparently Keanu's is really ripped, according to according to Max and Charlie. So awards to you, Keanu, for your toned up body. And so I have a bunch of footage, iPhone and camera wise. There you go. Roll it.
Both after me about getting your chest. And good. Okay.
Generally about 5 or 6 a.m.
You
after
guys get the fun times.
delicious morning gruel of non-fat Greek yogurt and oatmeal.
Don't tell them we're eating dairy.
Oh, yeah, sorry, we don't eat dairy. We don't do that.
Go to set to go shoot an amazing shirtless scene. And it's a good thing we're here because we need to get a little big before that happens. I'm going to keep working out with Tony, and we'll go through a general workout plan for the day, right?
Arm workout.
Arm workout.
Start with some triceps here.
Alright.
Rope extensions, 15. Hit it. Get that flex. Get the flex. Squeeze.
I'm squeezing.
Come on, squeeze.
I'm squeezing.
Gotta get it. In it to win it. Come on. And 5 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Perfect.
Before Teen Wolf, I played sports in high school and college, but I never really worked out the way we work out here, which is a mixture of diet, muscle building, and then cardio. All day, every day. Definitely didn't do that. Right, so when we got the job, it was understood that we were going to have to get in shape. And pretty quickly, we had about 3 weeks before we started shooting. So Jeff Davis, the creator of the show, hooked us up with Tony, who's a world-class weightlifter and was actually former Mr. Universe. And we wake up at about 5, 6 in the morning, go to Tony's gym in Hollywood. And what that looked like was about an hour of hell. No, Tony would have us, it's about, the first thing we did is we walked in and he kind of checked out how in shape we were. So we did a number of tests, he checked our body fat, our weight, and we kind of set up a goal we wanted. Mine was Brad Pitt in Fight Club. And what he had us do from there on, we'd go almost every day. Immediately started on a new diet, and we would work out. Generally, you'd focus on a couple muscle groups, and it was just one to the next, no breaks. It's high intensity, really getting your heart rate up, so you're exhausted the whole time. You feel like your body's on fire, and if you're feeling that way, that's good. That's how it works with Tony. So the biggest thing about diet has been, more than anything, it's high protein, but it's the number of times you eat in a day. Right now, as before, I ate anything I wanted. I'm young, carefree. Before I started Teen Wolf, I ate anything I wanted. It was not a big deal. I'd walk into any grocery aisle and just eat. I love goldfish. Maybe I'm not allowed to say that. And once we started the show, Tony got us on a diet where it's really about getting your metabolism up and a high protein diet. So now I eat about 6 times a day, and it's always very clean. It's veggies, not a lot of carbs. When I do have carbs, it's in the morning and it's complex carbs, so whole grains, oatmeal, and most of all protein with every meal. So chicken, a lot of fish, sometimes Greek yogurt, and it's just, you eat when you're hungry, and you eat every couple hours and all day. And you're really trying to get a lot of protein into your system so you can build muscle. The best thing about getting in shape is really, I think there's a natural confidence. It's not like, oh, I'm awesome. It's just, it's not something I worry about anymore. And in terms of being athletic, it makes all the difference in the world. I can't tell you, I'll drop a remote and before it hits the ground, I'll just, like my reaction times are better, I'm more focused, I have more energy. It's the small stuff that really makes a huge difference. And then also the bonuses, like, yeah, I got to take my shirt off every now and then. That's, you know, that's not so bad. I haven't puked with Tony yet. He almost got me yesterday. We were doing a leg workout and I had to walk away. I turned green. But apparently Tyler Posey pukes every time he works out. And puking is really, like I said earlier, it's when you get so hot and you feel like you can't really, your body's just not getting a break, you throw up. That's what happens. So when Charlie and I got the job, it was pretty clear we were going to have to get in excellent shape. I've watched the show, and we knew we were going to be werewolves. And we knew we were going to be alpha werewolves, which meant we were going to have 6 packs, big arms, big chests, none of which I had. So Jeff Davis sent us immediately to Tony, and we worked out every day and ran every day for at least two and a half months just to get ready. So, all right. So what he has to do is he'll have you hold dumbbells behind your back, and you'll do squats across the floor, and then lift your leg up like a ballerina behind you, and everyone's watching, and after about 8 of those, you feel like collapsing. So you're kind of strutting across the gym floor, sticking the weights out behind you. Am I getting this?
Lunges.
Lunges. They're lunges. They're not fun at all. They're lunges. My least favorite. Ballerina kick. And then you go here.
Fall right away.
What?
Yeah, fall right
And then
away.
this. And then a little ballerina kick. And then like that. Are we rolling?
No, this
Oh,
is
damn it.
this.
There's a lot of movement. They always talk about kind of superhero movements, like Marvel style. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. So you have to be in good shape to shoot this show. In the beginning, I've grown a lot, and I really had to work at it because it's a lot of squatting, and you have to be very. There's a lot of dynamic stuff going on, and your body has to be in control for a lot of the werewolf stuff. So. Thank goodness we had Tony and Jeff really supports all of us in being in shape, and he provided a gym for us on set that's not only for the cast but for the entire crew, so that's pretty amazing.
So afterwards, after the workout, Max had asked me if I'd seen a certain part of the set. Of course, I was like, no, I haven't. So he takes me to this part of the set that's super secret, super in the back that I would have never seen. We go and I see these amazing motorcycles, beautiful ass motorcycles, okay? And there's one main one that's this amazing, beautiful piece of work motorcycle. And Max is totally hyped up. He's like, get on one, get on one. So I get on one, and it was an experience that I'll never forget because it was a moment like this doesn't come very often, and I was kind of realizing that at that moment. I took a picture of Max on a motorcycle. I'll go ahead and show you that. Looking like a true alpha. Max had to go shoot a scene, and he was really genuine. I thank him so much for showing me that part of the set because I feel like I wouldn't have seen it. So thank you, Max. After that, it was getting pretty late. It was probably around 6 in the evening, so we had been there all day. We were going to go back to one of the sets that I had visited previously with Hecklin. I go there and I see Jeff. I finally see Jeff. After the entire day, I finally see him. I say hi to him, and it was really awesome to meet him. He's just as amazing as he is in interviews and things. And then I got to reunite with Posey again, right before he was going to shoot a scene. It was a pretty intense scene. I don't know, the scenes that day with Posey were really intense. I got the lucky opportunity for Posey to introduce me to his father. So Tyler Posey was explaining to me how his father was an actor. I told him that I already knew because I had seen his episode of MTV's How I Made It. It was pretty awesome to know some of his backstory, and meet the guy. He was just really genuine, was really interested in time with me as I was with him, and he was just asking me a lot of questions of where am I from, if I plan on doing this for the rest of my life, just stuff like that, and it's felt really awesome just to feel like I was family on the set, and I feel like everybody on set is kind of like a big family. Like, everyone works together, everyone is joking and laughing with each other. There's no barriers or walls between crew and actor or director and actor. Everybody's awesome. And I think that's why Teen Wolf has gotten the popularity that it has. So, Jeff Davis has a really amazing cast and crew, has a really amazing job. So I get back to my hotel room. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of bittersweet, because it was like, I had this amazing opportunity, but at the same time, it's like I wish it would have never ended. So I take a shower, and I'm back in my room, and I just kind of realize, and I get a little emotional. I'm like, when am I ever gonna get an opportunity like this ever in my life, you know? This doesn't happen to everybody. This isn't, you know, something that happens every day. Not gonna lie, I got a little choked up. I was really grateful. So I wake up the next morning, get ready, pack all my stuff up, and head down to the lobby, meet my driver, and head back to LAX to go back home. That day was just, the car ride to the airport was one of the most beautiful days ever, I think. Like, perfect LA weather. Like, it was the perfect goodbye, you know. It was a rush. It was one of the best times ever. And I can't thank MTV, I can't thank Teen Wolf enough for considering me good enough and my audition video good enough to go and have an opportunity like that. It was a dream come true. And it left me wanting more, and it left me wanting to, it kind of solidified the fact that I do want to do filmmaking, and I do want to do writing, and I do want to do acting and design and everything like that. It really did open my eyes to something that I really do want to do in the future. So thank you, MTV. Thank you, Teen Wolf, for giving me that opportunity. Thank you guys, Tyler Hoechlin, Tyler Posey, the Carver twins, Max and Charlie, Tony, the amazing trainer, Jeff Davis, Matt, Angela, Anna, all of you guys were just amazing to me, and I really do appreciate the amazing trip. It was a ride of a lifetime, and I will never forget it. See you guys, stay mighty.